I received some pretty positive comments from a spreadsheet that I uploaded and showed in a video not so long ago. And I actually thought the spreadsheet was pretty basic, really. And what I wanted to do is show you some of the more interesting stuff that you can do by linking BetAngel to a spreadsheet. And it's all around visualization. And what I mean by that is, because BetAngel can link to a spreadsheet and because BetAngel can link to more than one market, you can actually do some very powerful things. So in a football match, what I've done here on this BetAngel spreadsheet is I've linked to the match odds, but I've also linked to correct score, over and under 1.5 goals, and a whole variety of different markets. So you can see there's a whole bundle of markets that I've linked BetAngel to. But what I've done is I've created a sheet on the top level of here which visualizes all of that data for me to look in one go. And it does it in a format that allows me to not only see information presented in a visually attractive and informative way before the match, but as the match unfolds, the spreadsheet will change dynamically and allow me to assess the match real time as well. So I'll just describe what you can actually see on the screen here. So the primary section that you can see here, the bit with loads of arrows, is actually the correct score element of the market. So it's this data here. So if you look at the data that's coming off the market in this format, it's very uninteresting and totally unintuitive. But if we flick back to the top level screen here, what you can actually see is I start on the left here with 0-0, and then the market builds out in the sequence of scores that would be likely to occur, hence the arrows. So for example, if we're looking at this match tonight, then the score could go 1-0, and then we get an equaliser, and then the home team go 2-1, and then the away team pull it back to 2-2. So basically the arrows are just saying, these are the paths that can be followed. Now as the match actually gets underway, what will happen is scores that have already occurred will blank out, and it will leave you with the paths that are only available to you for the remainder of the match. And what it also does is displays the odds and the percentage chance of this occurring according to those odds. So you get a dynamic view of the match unfolding as we get underway. So it's a really interesting way to look at the market. But also, just that little cluster of information there contains so much other information as well, because basically you can look at this and you can say, well, anything above that part of the line has to be a home win. 1-0, 2-0, 2-1, 3-0, 3-1, 3-2, etc., etc. So you can see here it's added up those eventualities and worked out what the chance of the home win is dynamically. And you can also see that these are draws and these are away wins. So in fact, it contains more information than you would imagine. And that's because if you view it horizontally, it's giving you the outcome of the actual match itself. If you view it vertically, it's actually giving you the chance of the number of goals. So you can see we've added up the vertical columns here, and this is telling us the number of goals that are within this match. So again, this graph that we can see over here is linked in to the spreadsheets, which will update automatically as the match is underway, and you'll see the graph change shape as the match progresses. Underneath here, we've worked out the chance of the match ending up, over, or under a number of certain goals, because of course we've collected the data at the top here, so that's a useful way of looking at the market. But also we've sucked in data to do with the match odds as well, so we have a nice little pie chart here that will tell you the chance of one team or the draw occurring, and this will update dynamically as the match is underway as well. So by taking the link that you get with BetAngel to Excel and linking it to multiple markets that you have in football, you can actually create a completely different way of looking at the market. And there's no limit on the number of markets that you can put in to Excel and get BetAngel to update automatically. So you can in fact do this across a number of different markets and a number of different sports. We just happen to have chosen to do it on football here. And you can link to multiple spreadsheets using the Guardian facility on BetAngel. So explore it, have a look. It's a really useful thing to do, and you can immediately see the benefit that you produce from here.